These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Developing right now, Glendale police confirming they were involved in a shooting in just the last hour near 65th Avenue in Peoria. It's unclear what led up to the shooting or the condition of the suspect. We do know no officers are injured. ABC15 has a crew headed to the scene. They'll bring you the very latest throughout our newscast tonight. Rollover crash under investigation after 3 people, including a 4-month-old, a teenager, and a man died around 7:30 this morning in northern Arizona. That crash on I-40 near Winslow. DPS telling ABC15 a woman driving a vehicle ran off the road into the median, rolling multiple times, ejecting 3 people, 5 others also taken to the hospital. This is a developing story. DPS is still working to determine what led up to the crash and if impairment played a role. An update now on this crash involving Phoenix police early this morning. ABC15 learning the driver of the other vehicle involved was issued a citation and later released. Phoenix police say the officer was transporting a woman to jail when they were hit by another vehicle at a red light. Both the officer and woman taken to the hospital as a precaution. An officer on scene telling us the other driver is now being investigated for possible impairment. ABC15 committed to staying on top of teen violence in the Valley. We have a new update from Queen Creek's police chief about the newly released 1,100-page police report tied to the Preston Lord murder investigation. Our team hearing concerns from the community because parents' names or the names of their children were not redacted from that report. Police Chief Randy Bryce telling us the names of adults are usually not redacted, but juveniles are.
During the investigation and the report, there are some dates at birth that were not known or documented. As such, it did not trigger the allowable redactions during the redaction process. As your chief, I'm evaluating processes and taking steps to mitigate this in the future.
As part of that same video update, Chief Bryce publicly clarifying the Queen Creek Police Department also released 911 calls from a different party that happened on the same night that Preston Lord was attacked. Over the past few days, ABC15 has used some of those calls in our reports, not aware until now that they were from a different party that happened in the area. From this point forward, we will not be using those 911 calls. Today, we joined our partners at KTAR addressing community concerns on teen violence. Our reporters diving into cases of teen violence, how we got here, what's being done to make changes in our community. How you can see more of this discussion online and on ABC15 beginning at 5. Our Operation Safe Roads team watching the dangers on Valley roads, hearing your concerns about speeding across the Valley. New study reveals Arizona has some of the most deadly speed-related crashes. Study done by Munley Law puts Arizona 9th in the nation. There are about 5 speeding deaths per 100,000 people. South Carolina tops the list. ABC15 is here to help answer your questions and help push for change. If there's a road issue you'd like us to look into, email us at roads@abc15.com. Health Insiders warning as warmer weather and summer travel get closer, so does tick season. Dr. Bobby Pritt with the Mayo Clinic says trust the tried and true methods when it comes to bite prevention, including stocking up on bug spray and wearing longer clothes when possible.
Usually we look for tick repellents that have at least 30% DEET, but there are other chemicals, picaridin, is a very good repellent.
If you are bitten, try to remove the tick as quickly as possible and consider seeing a doctor if Lyme disease is present in the area. Dr. Pritt also says common home remedies like Vaseline or matches can actually make things worse and potentially increase the risk of infection. ABC15 always watching out for your money. We're headed to the grocery store where there's already high egg prices. Could get even worse as poultry farms nationwide deal with a bird flu outbreak. Relief may be a long way off. America's largest egg producer saying it culled about 1.6 million hens and hundreds of thousands of young chickens this week.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, and we continue our warm-up, which tomorrow will have us flirting with the 90s for the first time this year. 50s in the morning, 80 degrees by noon, and 89 around 4 p.m. as breezes pick up here in the valley. Gusts for us 25 to 30 miles per hour, and even stronger winds elsewhere across our state. These winds picking up Thursday and Friday ahead of the next storm system that's moving in. For spots along the rim, northeast to the Four Corners, we are tracking the potential of gusts near 65 95 miles per hour, especially on Friday as this storm moves in. Here it is. Chances for rain and snow coming too for the valley. Spotty showers Friday night. Less than 1/10 of an inch of rain, though, likely for us. For the high country, a snow level down to 4,000 feet by Friday night, and 1 to 3 inches of snow possible for Flagstaff and other spots along the rim. Look at the cool down coming too. From 89 on Thursday, we'll drop to 68 on Saturday. Temperatures back into the mid-70s for Sunday and early next week.